Labaron Philon is the Alabama guard. The freshman who has played great ball for the Crimson Tide this year joins us now on the Shannara Hotline. Welcome in, Labaron. How are you today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. Our time's limited. You got to give it to a team breakfast, so let's get after it. Walk us through the final set there. You've come out of the huddle. You're bringing the ball up the court. You know what you're looking for with the clock running down. What was it like out there on the court?
It was kind of a great play. I seen Coach O say, he really didn't draw up a great play, but I thought it was good, just get the ball in Mark hands. And, I had a plan to throw them off. Last game at Tennessee, we kind of didn't handle the end of the game well, but, they pointed emphasis like in practice. So we just like walked through it a bunch of times and it just like it got there to that point, and you never know when you need special situations like that. So just to draw up a play like that and just to get the ball in his hand was, very, very smart for coach.
The late, great Kobe Bryant used to talk about his favorite thing was playing on the road and hitting one of those silencers where the crowd goes from frenetic to completely silent. I was actually at a sports bar watching. It seemed like that was what you got in Neville when Sears hits the shot, complete silence. From your point of view, what was that like?
Just seeing him go through the lane and, time winding down and the ball just go through the net. It just felt like everything just like, phew, everybody in there was just quiet. And, you look at our team, we were celebrating. So that was just like great feeling. But, it was a high intense game. So, their fans was making it real, real intense.
The lead up for your buddy Aiden Holloway, how was that for him, and how did you guys sort of embrace this for him having to go back to the team he started his college career at their place? I would imagine there was a little bit of anxiety for him, I assume, going into that game.
No, I don't think so. He's built for it, and all the guys on our team, we just tell him like you just got to play your game. Don't get too anxious. Like, just go out there and do what you do. Shoot the basketball. We know what you can do, and it brought us together most likely because just going in their place, we had to stick together and just play for one another. So that was great, just seeing him handle that.
Alabama's Labaron Philon on the Shannara Hotline. It was a tough week for you guys, though, leading into this game. Tough loss at Tennessee. The home loss on senior night to Florida. At what point did you realize this team mentally, though, was in a place where those two weren't affecting you anymore and you had a shot to go win at Auburn?
They talked about it like during the week, just not looking back, just putting everything in front and taking one game at a time. We had a really good 7-game stretch where we played, some of the hardest teams in the conference. And, it's going to help us. And I think it's going to help us well because, we're going to be battle tested. So I think that's a great thing.
Since you guys have moved to the 3-guard lineup at times, how have you liked that, and how has that changed your offense?
I liked it because, you get to put Mark off the ball a little bit more, and that opened up chance for him to score. I like it because, it's just our offense look just like it's there. But, for our team, I think, it was a big change because you got two guys on the floor that can create, and, you got big guys down low, and you could just throw anybody in there at that 3 spot. So, having a good team and deep team like we got, it don't matter who you throw out there. I think everybody going to get a best.
I saw a drawing over the weekend. I would say that you're prophetic in this. You're 9 years old, Spring Hill Suites. You probably know where I'm going here. You've got a drawing of yourself with basketball in hand, playing Auburn down. The thing that jumped out, 54-53. I guess you drew this a long time before you knew what kind of basketball you were going to be dealing with in state. But you had this drawing of you hitting this game-winning shot against the Auburn Tigers. I mean, did that conjure up some memories of that drawing this weekend, how that game played out?
Yeah, it was so crazy. Like when we was walking in the locker room, like I was just saying to myself, like, that's a real like manifestation because like I drew that picture, even though we didn't win by 3-point bucket, it was still a game winner. So I was saying to myself, I was like, did I really just predict that? And then it happened at their floor. I was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. But it was just fun experience.
Is Grant Nelson the most surprising dunker you've ever played with? Like, I don't know if people know he can dunk the way he can dunk.
Oh, like, yeah, he probably can he can do some crazy things, but that dunk was so insane. I was sitting on the bench when it happened, and all I hear is just everybody go crazy. I really didn't see it because I was talking to Coach Murphy, but I looked up and everybody was going crazy.
I mean, it seemed like it did kind of spark you guys, though. I mean, it was almost like that was the attitude you guys are carrying into this game.
Yeah, when he did that, everybody was like, "Oh, okay, we here, we about to get this thing on the road." And then Cliff had another one. That was a good one too.
So, LeBaron, we know you got to get out of here. The older you get, the more you're going to want room in your bed, especially with your size. But growing up, you slept with a basketball. Did you spoon the basketball? Was it under one arm? I mean, how do you sleep with a basketball? And how many years did that last?
So it all started when I was small. My auntie used to say, I used to, before every Little League game, I used to tell her to put it on Space Jam before I go to sleep. And I used to watch it. And now, I used to have a basketball almost every day. But now that I'm older, I still like watching a lot of movies, basketball movies before the game. And it just helped me just process everything and just take everything just smooth as I can and just not be afraid of the moment. So I think that all started when I was small, just sleeping with a ball, playing with a ball all day, and then just watching basketball movies. So it's just been fun for me, and the journey been great.
All right, before you get out of here, Labaron Philon's top 3 basketball movies are. Give us your top 3.
I got a new one. I would say He Got Game with Ray Allen, Space Jam, and I would say Above the Rim.
Old guys like us like Hoosiers, and Gene Hackman just passed. Have you ever watched Hoosiers?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh,
but I'll watch it though. Just because you just mentioned it, I'll watch it.
LeBaron, please go watch that. It's incredible.
Ray Allen, quite the recruiting trip, and He Got Game.
Yeah.
Loving basketball, but I'm a romantic comedy kind of guy. So,
that's a romantic comedy. That's not a basketball movie. All right, go get breakfast, LeBaron. Thank you very much for the time. Good luck in the SEC tournament.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Take care. That is Labaron Philon with us on the Shannara Hotline.